Hello, and welcome to Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center's Early Childhood Program at 50 East North Street, located within the safety of the medical campus community. We appreciate you spending the time to take this virtual tour and know you will be thoroughly pleased and impressed with the quality programming our agency has to offer for your child and family. Our preschool program services children with developmental delays in classroom environments that support the whole child. Children attend school Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. The classroom is staffed with one special education teacher and one classroom aide. An additional classroom aide is shared between two classrooms whenever extra support is required. Services such as speech, occupational, and physical therapy are provided as per your child's individualized educational plan that was developed by your school district's Committee on Preschool for Special Education. Curb-to-curb busing services are available, or you can choose to privately transport to and from school, or a combination of busing and parent transport. For any method you choose, the schedule must be consistent. The teaching teams work together to set up their classrooms to meet both the individual and group needs of the children. There are opportunities for children to engage in various play and learning activities throughout the school day. These activities are teacher and child-led. To help the children understand classroom expectations, a picture schedule is created, posted, and referenced. This also assists with transitions between activities both in and out of the classroom, which can be particularly challenging for young children. Independence is fostered for each child, and expectations are developed based on individual differences. Some examples are locating a child's cubby for their belongings, taking off and hanging up their coat and backpack, and finding their picture or name card to indicate they are present at school. It may also include communicating their play and center choices through gestures, words, signs, or pictures. The Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center follows a preschool curriculum that is modified for children with developmental delays called Core Knowledge, Language Arts, and Eureka Math. The language arts curriculum is broken down into units called domains and is taught through play, music, art, movement, and books. Math concepts are taught using hands-on manipulatives as well as music, movement, songs, and books. Most importantly, teaching teams build on ways to infuse curriculum targets through activities of daily living such as meal times, toileting, and diapering, as well as play. Some examples of this include counting breakfast and lunch items, naming colors and shapes of toys, and building language and vocabulary concepts. Sensory integration and learning through sensory play is a huge component of the program. This includes water, sand, Play-Doh, dry macaroni, or beans. The classroom teams incorporate curriculum targets through this very fun and engaging way to interact with children. For example, a unit on plants may make way for a sensory table filled with colorful plastic flowers whereby children can count them, sort them by color, discuss attributes such as big and little, and perhaps even parts of a flower. Each classroom has a bathroom facility that is shared between two classrooms. Children do not need to be potty trained, and we are always open to working with families on this skill. For children who continue to require diapers or pull-ups, we ask that families send the appropriate number of diapers or pull-ups for that day, or a package of products that are labeled and stored in the bathroom. Breakfast and lunch are offered to all children at no cost to our families. Breakfast consists of items such as milk, juice, muffins, Pop-Tarts, and yogurt. A hot lunch is provided by Buffalo Public Schools and is delivered daily. Mealtimes are not only for providing daily nutrients for growing and learning, but are opportunities for children to make choices, learn how to use utensils, try new foods, follow directions, and socialize with peers and adults. We recognize that some children are very picky eaters or have a limited number of foods that they like or enjoy eating. For these reasons, snacks are available. Upon enrollment into school, please be sure to communicate your child's particular eating habits or concerns involving food and meal times. All children need the opportunity to run, jump, and climb, and release energy. Our North Street site has a safe, age-appropriate gym that children have access to on a daily basis for about 30 minutes. Classroom team members remain with the children during this block of time and do their best to build upon their play and social skills, as well as gross motor skills. Weather permitting, we also have a fenced-in playground that includes opportunities for water play. Children and classroom teams can also take walks in the neighborhood or on the medical campus. For safety purposes, classroom teams are expected to sign out of the building and indicate the walking route that they have chosen, along with the cell phone number in the event communication needs to occur for emergency purposes. From time to time, special visitors come to North Street to enhance the curriculum or support holidays that are celebrated. This is a great way for children to become involved in their community, carry over skills learned in the classroom, and socialize with others. The Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center is also very fortunate to have music therapists on staff. Children receive group music therapy in the classroom or the music therapy room. The curriculum is supported along with the reinforcement of social skills through the use of singing songs, active movement and dancing, as well as instrument playing. Parents and communication with parents is extremely important and key for successful relationships. Parents as partners can also help to enhance progress and growth for skill development in all areas. There are many ways parents can choose to communicate with staff, and this includes a communication notebook, emails, phone calls, parent-teacher conferences, classroom observations, texts, and the Remind app. When considering communication with your teaching staff, please remember to choose a time when they are not working with children so as to give you their undivided attention, ideally before or after program hours.
Welcome to the social work department, where we love to identify and process feelings, practice ways of calming down for self-regulation, and teaching your child fair ways to play with other children in order to develop those social skills. These are a few of the posters that you will see hanging around the school and being implemented into the classrooms daily. Meet your social work team at North Street, Lindley Johnson and Shannon Lotz. The social work team here at North Street provides an array of services and support for families and staff. We provide social-emotional counseling for children who have an IEP mandate. We are also a family support specialist and an advocate for your child. We serve as a communication liaison and counseling resource for all families. We facilitate social skills groups for children and education trainings and support groups for parents. We deliver ongoing assessments of your child, and we collaborate with team members and families to facilitate comprehensive treatment. We respond to crisis situations and manage any and all concerns in relation to Child Protective Services. We also provide coaching and support when implementing curriculum into the classroom. In some of these classes here at North Street, they do follow the second step curriculum for social emotional learning.
Part of our role as social workers is providing counseling services to children deemed appropriate. At a preschool special education level, counseling is not like your traditional mental health therapy. Counseling at a preschool special education level focuses on areas of social-emotional development, such as initiative, attachment relationships, social skills, so appropriately interacting with others, cooperative play, so sharing space, sharing toys and items, taking turns, trading, learning regulation strategies, so learning about a variety of emotions and how to cope when experiencing different feelings, and learning to express wants and needs in a safe, appropriate manner. Assessment tools are completed by the teacher and caregivers as data to present to the school district on why counseling would be appropriate for the child. The service is then added to the child's IEP at a certain frequency. From there, the child will meet with the social worker assigned to his or her classroom to work on social emotional IEP goals in the social work suite therapy room, play therapy room. Social emotional curriculums and philosophies such as Second Step and DIAR floor time are incorporated into sessions. A variety of therapist-led and child-led activities are provided. The focus of our sessions is always being mindful of the child's developmental needs, individual differences, and most importantly, the relationship with that child.
Our speech-language pathologists work with children individually and within small groups. They provide a mixture of push-in therapy within the classroom, as well as pull-out therapy sessions in a speech therapy room, such as the one pictured. If your child has trouble understanding language, difficulty verbally expressing themselves, trouble using language in socially appropriate ways, or difficulty being understood, your child may receive speech-language therapy services. Our speech-language pathologist's primary focus is to develop strong, trusting relationships in order to improve the child's ability to maintain self-regulation, maintain shared attention, and engage with teachers and peers, as these abilities are the building blocks to language and learning. We meet the child where they are developmentally and strive to provide motivating, play-based learning experiences that focus on their individual needs based on their IEP. We use a total communication approach to help children communicate in whatever way is possible for them, including pre-verbal means such as utilizing gestures, visual picture systems, and manual signs. We help develop each child's individual abilities to communicate based on their unique individual characteristics.
North Street occupational and physical therapists have successfully serviced preschool students with their individualized educational program goals and objectives. Our licensed therapists service students one-on-one, in small groups, or with classroom instruction. They provide direct and consultative student services. Therapists work on sensory regulation, gross motor skills, fine and visual motor skills, motor planning, self-help skills, routines, and address difficulties with staying on task, disorganization, or for reasons that might affect a learning or behavior. Our North Street occupational therapists consist of Amy Kaplowitz, Gretchen Kampke, Tess Schwartz, and Lucy Messina. Our physical therapists consist of Rosina Kowalski, Jessica Bickett, and Brianna Cuthbert. Occupational therapists work to help students perform particular tasks necessary for participation or learning. The whole purpose of preschool-based occupational therapy is to help kids succeed. They look at the whole child, tackle individual tasks, helping students find ways to do things they need and want to do. They also help plan and prepare preschoolers for the transition to kindergarten. They might focus on skills such as self-care routines like getting dressed, which works on fine motor skills and motor planning, writing and copying letters and shapes, which works on fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, holding and controlling a crayon or using scissors, which works on fine motor skills, motor planning, and hand strength, or reacting to sensory input, which are self-regulation skills. Occupational therapists also provide consultation and support to teachers and staff to facilitate child success, such as about how classroom designs affect attention, why particular children behave inappropriately at certain times, and promote safety within the school environment. Preschool-based physical therapists are also part of the educational team who supports and promotes functional independence through learning. This is different from medical-based physical therapy. The scope of physical therapy services within the educational environment is directed toward allowing the student to participate in and benefit from his or her educational program. Just like occupational therapy, physical therapy services are provided in conjunction with a multidisciplinary special educational team. Physical therapy services are provided in a setting where the educational needs of the child have the highest priority. Intervention and goals in the preschool setting promotes independence, increases participation, facilitates motor development and function, improves strength and endurance, enhances learning opportunities, and eases challenges with daily caregiving. The Buffalo Hearing and Speech Sensory Room is an intervention that therapists use to help teach children with autism and other behavioral or sensory challenges to regulate their bodies in a way that allows them to achieve success in the classroom. Time in the sensory room helps students improve their visual, auditory, and tactile processing, as well as fine and gross motor skills. By providing a sense of calm and comfort by using vestibular or proprioceptive movement, the sensory room also helps the children learn to self-regulate their behaviors, which ultimately improves their focus. Improved focus and information processing can make a significant impact on their ability not only to learn, but in how they engage with their teachers and peers.